Comic-Con is a giant gathering of nerds. It's where people who share a passion for anything, whether it be comic books or anime or TV shows, space operas, any kind of passion of nerdiness. They can gather and basically see the different costumes that everybody creates, nerd out together, and connect with people who share that common passion and not feel like they're going to be judged for showing it. And it's just an all-around good time for anybody who wants to be nerdy.
The first thing you have to do when you enter a Comic-Con is enter with an open mind. Don't judge, because you're going to see some crazy stuff that under normal circumstances you wouldn't see walking down the street per se. Look at the artistry, look at the effort that's been put into the costumes and to the artwork and various other things, and celebrate the fact that you're seeing local artists and craftsmen who are finally getting to express themselves, and they're expressing themselves in such a beautiful way. And it's giving you hope for your children and your children's children that art is alive and well in Colorado Springs.
I'm obviously a great fan of the costumes. I like making them, I like walking around in them, and I really like seeing what other people have done, because you have so much variety in that, and then you have these people that are just so incredibly talented at this, where you could picture them in Hollywood doing film-ready things.
I definitely think most people have some kind of transformation that happens when they do cosplay. A lot of people I know are very shy, introverted people, but you get them into cosplay and suddenly they are outgoing, they're fun, they're energized, they don't mind talking to complete strangers. It's a very interesting thing to observe. It's very fun.
I don't undergo the transformation where I'm taking on the persona. I will say though, it's physically impossible when you are wearing a long flowing cape in the wind to not feel like some kind of superhero or Darth Vader or something. It's a natural byproduct of you are walking down the street of Manitou or at one of these cons, the wind is billowing it out behind you and you've got a soundtrack in your head. You can be the most sane human being ever, but you throw a big enough cape on someone, all of a sudden they're like a 4-year-old boy dressed up as Superman.
I love seeing the cosplay. I love seeing how the individual cosplayers have crafted their costumes, what materials they've used, how they've created something which in Hollywood would cost thousands and thousands of dollars, and they've done it for a little under 100 most of the time. Just the sheer amount of artistic expression that now happens at these conventions is absolutely delightful and fascinating. And it's just all of these techniques and shortcuts that are being developed because they don't know how the originals were made, so they're doing it their own way, and in effect creating new techniques that could be even used by Hollywood.
When I become this character, I get to let loose my snarky side. Usually I'm I try to be very polite and demure and ingratiating, and when I dress up as Salem, I sneer down my nose at people, I give commands, it's a totally different persona, and it's kind of fun to do that because it's so different from what's normal, but I definitely take on the mannerisms of an arrogant goddess who's above all the other peons below her.
It's pretty intense.
This is your folly. You dare presume to judge me? I am the final goddess of Remnant. You may kneel.
Okay. Please continue talking.
You may live.
Oh, cool.
When somebody asks to take a picture, it's the greatest feeling in the world because there is no higher praise for the effort you have put into your costume than them saying, "It's so amazing, I want a copy of it in some capacity."
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's the greatest feeling in the world. You know, you get people who will see you from across the room and come running to get a picture, and it just, I don't know how to describe it other than this wonderful warm fuzzy that just feels like all of this hard work and effort paid off, and not only does it feel good for me, but they're excited about it and they get to be, you know, over the top about something that they're excited about, and you get to put a smile on someone's face. I love it.
I love your cosplay, you're amazing.
Did you win?
I did, I got best in show.
You did. At conventions, there will be certain celebrity guests. Usually they're people who have had something to do with the whole production and creation of the world. And you can go, there'll be voice actors who will be there, there'll be regular actors. You can go get your picture taken with them, you can get autographs, you can talk to them about various things.
When somebody asks me for an autograph or a picture, I'm actually very honored. I'm delighted that they've enjoyed my work. It's kind of, there's a part of me that's embarrassed by it, but on the same token, I hope that what I've done is encourage them to find something artistic within themselves that they can express themselves.
The awesome thing about conventions is that you get so much humanity in it. Like, you get some people who are very casual, you get some people who are very serious, people who assume the role, people who don't, people who are just trying to be funny, or some people who are just trying to get their photo taken with William Shatner. And all of those people are cool with each other in this.
And you'll see all of this lovely artistic work by the young people of Colorado Springs finally getting to express themselves in a really positive way. It's basically all about acceptance, kindness, empathy, and understanding, and that is wonderful, and there should be more of it.
Well, the culture of cosplay is pretty heavily based into inclusion. Like, it doesn't matter what your gender, race, orientation, you name it. Like, if you want to be a part of it, you're pretty much a part of it. There's not really a membership. You don't have to like prove your geekiness to get in. You just dress up as whatever you want. I mean, doesn't matter if you're changing the character, if you're changing yourself to match the character. You're welcome. And I think that's one of the coolest aspects of it, that like all these old tropes of like, oh, here's the geeky people, here are the sporty people, here are the whatever people. Like, every single group can go to these and basically they're cool with each other. Like, they're all having fun.
For people who are curious about a Comic-Con or an anime convention of any kind, I highly encourage you to go. You don't have to dress up, you don't have to be over the top with it. Just go, see what it's all about. Everybody's gonna love you, everybody is gonna be very welcoming. Don't be afraid to ask for pictures. People love it when you ask for pictures, and no one's gonna be turned off by you at all if you're just there to see what it's all about. Come join our club.
And also, you know, fabulous people watching.